So we all know that a surprise attack is coming, but how screwed are we? Well, let's find out.
Alright, so we're going to take a deep dive into the Galactic war map and try to figure out the direction that this war is actually going to go. So right now, after the Terminid control system was set up, our new major orders are basically to boost the economy of Super Earth. And we're going to be doing this by basically calling the Terminids and harvesting their E710, which is just oil backwards. Which means we are basically harvesting the bugs, taking their oil, and using it to power our starships and our economy to keep the war against the bugs going. And if you ask me, that's just like peak efficiency. Now, in order to do this, we're going to have to basically almost capture the whole Draco sector and the Mirren sector. And right now, we're making progress. I mean, right now, we are on 4i Prime, and we're on the way to liberating that. I mean, we already took Istinu out, but to get the Mirren sector under control, to take Zagon Prime, we're going to have to capture Hailmire. And if you ain't been on Hailmire yet, let me tell you that this planet definitely lives up to its name. But it's not looking good for the progress of completing these orders. But let's say we did. I mean, even if we don't, we're pretty much going to be over halfway to taking these sectors, which means we're going to be in striking distance of, like, attacking the Terminids in their space. Parts of the map that we have never touched before. And we know that this game is going to have triggers, like certain events that the players do that automatically trigger stuff. And what if when we move and start attacking some of these planets that nobody has ever been on, the bugs evolve? Like, what if that's when we finally see the flying bugs coming out? We start seeing brood mothers attacking. I mean, we've already seen the skeleton remains of the brood mothers, and then on top of that, we got reports of the flying bugs already on Zargon Prime, and then over here on 4i Prime. So it looks like they're already in play. And what if it's all to stop us and push us back from here? I mean, if these things evolve right now, we have pretty much been just pushing the bugs back easily. If they evolve, they may be able to take some of this ground that we've captured in the last week or two. But one of the things that concern me most right now is how quiet the Clanker front has been. I mean, since they tried to take Tin Quan over here and stop us from getting our mechs, which they failed miserably at, they haven't really made a single noise. I mean, we have taken back Dropnir, we locked off the Zar sector, and then now we're moving in and we have forces trying to retake the creek. But the thing is, we know that the Oilskins' plan has never been to push towards Super Earth. Right now, they are trying to push towards Cyberstan to free their cyborg creators. And I think the reason that the bots have been so quiet is because they're about to launch a surprise attack to do exactly that. I mean, we've already heard voice audio in the game talking about how we're going to have to take Cyberstan. And I think this could be another one of those triggers. What if the bots do take Cyberstan and they link up with their creators and the cyborgs give them upgrades? That could be when we see these new massive walkers that look like AT-ATs and drop ships that can drop hundreds of bots off at one time arrive and they start pushing towards Super Earth. But to be honest with you, that's not even our biggest problem right now. The biggest problem is Joel is cooking something up and we have no idea what it is. But we do know that the Illuminate are in the game. We've seen their models. We know they're ready. And it's just a matter of time before Joel throws them on the board and we get attacked from the south. And let me be perfectly clear. If the Terminids get upgrades and they start pushing in, and then the bots get upgrade as well and they start pushing in, and then we have to fight the Illuminate from the south, which we have no experience with, and they start pushing in, we're going to look back at this calm before the storm, and boy, are we going to miss it. Because shit's really going to get real. I mean, right now, there's been a lot of people starting to complain that the game's too easy. We're about to win this war. We're playing the same planets over and over again. And man, I tell you what, if all of this unfolds the way it's looking like it's about to, the people complaining now are going to wish they were back in the calm before the storm.
And at this point, it's not a question of if this is going to happen, it's just a question of when.